I love this country. I've had the best it can offer, and I've seen the worst it can be. And I'm committed to making America a better place, no matter what the cost.
For in your time, we have the opportunity to move not only towards the rich society and the powerful society, but upwards to the great society. The great society rests on abundance and liberty for all. Its demands and ends poverty.
Welcome to a Screen Mad Productions movie review. Today we will be looking at a little-known gem from the 1970s called Katherine. This was a made-for-TV movie that premiered on October 5, 1975 as a part of ABC's Sunday night movie block. The movie chronicles the life of Katherine Allman from her college graduation to her death in 1972. Although the movie itself is fictional, it is based on a real-life person, Diana Ogden. She was the daughter of an Illinois assemblyman who later joined the terrorist organization, the Weather Underground. The Weather Underground were an extreme left political organization that ran roughly from the late 1960s through the mid-1970s. Their main goal was to overthrow the U.S. government. Diana died on March 5, 1970, in the event that's best known as the Greenwich Village townhouse explosion. Basically, she was preparing a nail bomb that she was going to use later that night, but it accidentally went off and killed her and two other members of the Weather Underground. The movie does change a few things around. For one thing, Katherine doesn't join the Weather Underground, instead she joins a fictional group simply known as the Underground. Also, they changed the location from Illinois to California. Probably the most notable thing about this movie is its all-star cast. The leading role of Katherine is played by Sissy Spacek, who's probably best known for playing Carney in 1976. She also won an Academy Award for Best Actress in 1980 for the movie called Miner's Daughter. Katherine also features Carney, who's probably best known as Ed Norton from the Honeymooners sitcom. He actually won an Academy Award for Best Actor a year prior to Katherine for his role in the movie Harry and Tonto. Veteran actress Jane Wyatt is also in this movie. She's probably best known for being the mom in Father Knows Best. She also plays Spock's mom in the original TOS and in The Voyage Home, Star Trek IV. Julie Kavner, who's probably best known as the voice of Marge Simpson, is also in this movie. She has a small supporting role. And believe it or not, the Fonz himself, Henry Winkler, is also in this movie. Although I should warn you ahead of time, this is a pretty different role for him.
Get out of town, you nigger lover! Hey, thank you. That was the mayor. Probably heard you were in town, came to say howdy.
And I thought South America was a foreign country.
Oh, yeah. Well, see, that's because you're new to these parts, see? But pretty soon you'll catch on. See, as a foreigner in these parts, you might find it strange for some folks to call other folks nigger lover. But that's because you don't understand the nuances, ma'am. Now, do you know what I mean by nuances?
No.
See, down here they figure that if a black man rubs up against a white man, that white man turns black. Now some of them just say half and half. Now, who wants to walk around living black and white? Who wants to be a newspaper? If you get my meaning.
I should probably also warn you that this movie does not pull any punches. It might be a made-for-TV movie that aired on American network TV in prime time, but standards have changed quite a bit over the past 40 years. Back in the 70s, you could basically get away with anything as long as it wasn't nudity, the word fuck, or the word shit. The movie itself is an interesting snapshot of the late 60s and early 70s. It features a grittier, more violent look at the American civil rights movement than what we usually remember. That does bring me to probably the biggest weakness that the movie has, which is it features a lot of left-wing politics. Granted, that should be a given considering that the movie is about a left-wing radical, but still, I should probably mention it. With that being said, the movie does do a good job of staying neutral. It neither glorifies nor demonizes Katherine. For the most part, it simply shows you her life, and you could come up with your own conclusions about it. But with that being said, this is a highly political movie, so if that type of thing bothers you, you may want to skip this one. Although that would be a real shame because the movie's actually pretty good. The pseudo-documentary style and the use of the era's pop culture actually makes the movie feel like a really good modern movie that was set back in the 60s and 70s instead of an outdated made-for-TV flick. The movie is interesting, well-paced, well-acted, and well-directed. I would put this one up there as one of the greatest made-for-TV movies of all time, right alongside movies such as Sybil, Brian's Song, and Duel. Overall, I give the movie an 8 out of 10. If the politics don't really offend you, then you will probably really enjoy this movie.